The district is committed to transparency and timelines of information when it comes to reporting positive cases and quarantines that impact our schools and departments. This is Julie Sessa, the Director of Risk Management and Employee Benefits of the Martin County School District, and I want to just take some time to go over our COVID-19 dashboard. One of the things we wanted to explain is there's 3 different tabs this year on our dashboard. In the top left-hand corner, you can click on last year's dashboard, which would be the 2021 school year. You can click on the summer program dashboard, which was in 2021 summer, or you can click on the most current dashboard, which is 21-22 school year. And this started recording cases as of August 11th, 2021, the day we started school. One of the questions we get a lot is, I'm not sure why there is a positive case on the left-hand side, the confirmed cases, but there's no associated quarantine on the right-hand side of your dashboard. There's 2 different reasons for that. One could be that the staff member that's positive on the left-hand side actually had 3 employees that were close contacts and were listed on the contact sheet sent to Department of Health. However, when the Department of Health went and did their investigation on those close contacts, they determined all 3 of those employees were either vaccinated or had had COVID in the last 90 days. So what happens is the school district gets a list back and says no associated quarantines with this positive. So you'll note that there is no quarantine on the right-hand side, but to be transparent, the district always lists a positive staff member and what school or site they're associated with on the left-hand side. And that very same answer is if there is a student on the left-hand side for confirmed cases and there is no quarantine associated. It could be a number of things. Right now, we do have students that may not have been in school at all, but their family has reported that they were positive. We'll put that case on the left-hand side. And then corresponding on the right, there is no quarantine because the child had not been in school yet this school year. So that answers the question about why there might be a positive on the left-hand confirmed cases on the side, left-hand side, and why we wouldn't have an associated quarantine on the right side. The next thing we wanted to talk about is, why do the numbers change? If there's a positive confirmed case on the left-hand side, and I looked at my child's school this morning, and the quarantine associated with that was 30. But later in the day, I checked my child's school, and that same quarantine was down to 15 students. Why would that change? Well, the reason is, again, we send the close contact list to the health department. When the health department reviews it and they send that line list back to the school district with only 15 names, that means the 15 students were removed because they were either vaccinated or had COVID in the last 90 days. This is done by the Department of Health, as the school district does not manage this information, but in transparency, we will change the number from 30 to 15. So that is truly those that are now quarantined after the health department did their investigation and let us know who may have been vaccinated or had COVID in the last 90 days. They basically just say, you sent 30, now only 15. The school district does not capture that information, nor do we hold it. The next thing is, why isn't my child's school under the confirmed cases side? And what really this means is that the school at this time when we recorded this had no active cases or had no cases as of this date. So when you do the drop down for school site and your child's school isn't there, what that means is there is no cases of confirmed either staff or students at the time of this recording at your child's school. So if and when there is a case at your child's school, you will be able to go to the drop-down menu and select the school, and you'll be able to see, was it a staff or student on the left-hand side, because staff are blue and students are in red. And if there is an associated quarantine, then it will be in the quarantine cases on the right-hand side. So what you can do is you can click on your child's school, and we can use an example to show you to click on Bessie Creek Elementary. And you'll see they've had 1 associated case. So on the left, since it's red, that was a student, and that student caused 7 quarantines. And it also shows you the quarantine date in this box, that it was a student and there were 7 total students quarantined associated. The quarantine start date was 8/13, and the students that were quarantined in this case will return to school they're eligible to return on 8/21. And if this is a weekend, we're strictly using the number of quarantine days that the health department gives us. So it could be a Saturday or Sunday, and the students then return on the first or the next school day. So the last thing we wanted to talk about is, when does this dashboard refresh? It is here at the top. It lets you know that it refreshes at noon and midnight every day. So if you're looking to find out if there's a new case, the good time to look is maybe the first thing in the morning, because it refreshes at midnight, and then maybe after lunch. That's probably the best time to take a look at the dashboard. Again, the school district has put this dashboard together primarily to be transparent and let our community know what's happening with regard to confirmed cases and quarantines in our school district.